For retro's sake here, gonna play a little Super Mario Bros. 3 action. We're in World 5. We're gonna do a little Mushroom House action. Then we're gonna move on to the Spade card game that we all know here for retro's sake. I'm so good at. Then we're gonna move on to level 6. A Tanuki suit in place of a P-Wing. Now, I kind of messed up there. If I could give a piece of advice, since I didn't really think this one through. These whistles, if you're not going to use them, collecting them is kind of silly. But for the sake of me playing through, it's kind of difficult to collect them, use them, and not end up in the level again. Hence, restarting the level all over again. So as you can see, I still have the 3 whistles in the lineup. I have things like the cloud that, I mean, unless you can't beat a level, the cloud is kind of pointless. Maybe back in World 3, where the 2 stones were between the spade, if you had 2 of the clouds, then yes, you could go in, play the spade game, turn a cloud, get out. That would be one option. But once again, if you're going to go there, the only way to get back there now is to use the whistle. And from what I remember and understand in Super Mario Bros. 3 is, once you're past a certain stage of levels, you can't go back to stage 3. You've got to play through to stage 3. So that would mean beating Bowser at the end and then going back. We are going to do that, and once we beat Bowser, I will show you the secret that you get if you haven't seen that before. There is a little specialty item that the developers gave you at the end of the game. But what my advice would be here is, say, get rid of the music box, since before you saw, hopefully you saw, in the video where I put the Hammer Brothers to sleep there in the lower level of 5, since we are in the sky, technically. Height brought us to the sky from the tower level. So I would say get rid of the music box, maybe a star, get rid of that. So whenever you do something like I just did there, where I collected a Tanuki suit, the Tanuki suit is great, don't get me wrong, but it does not compare to a P-Wing's user ability in level 8. Level 8 is typically one of those levels where I will use a P-Wing in certain particular levels to get past, because unless you really enjoy the challenge of jumping through one of the airships, as we'll show you later, it's really just more advantageous to use the P-Wing in that level. So let's stop yammering on. Let's jump on into what everybody loves here at 4Retro's sake, watching me fail at the Spade game. Now, if you followed along, I have won one of the Spade games in all of this time, and it has not been a flower at any time, and it still isn't. So that was fun. I'm glad we got to share that together. Let's move on to level 6. Level 6, Beetles. This is one of those levels where jumping needs to be done at the right time, and you need to stay on the Beetle long enough for it to go into the air for you to get on to the next Beetle. Because if you jump too soon off of the Beetle, or wait too long, you'll end up finding yourself too low, and then you won't be able to get to the next part of the level. So once we're past the Beetles there, you'll find a key block there, which is kind of difficult to get to, and then we died. Well, that was a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and jump back in there. Try that again. I don't advise doing this level without a wing. As you saw there, I don't know what the name of that thing is at the end. Big fat jerk that spits fire. That's what I'll call him. But I can say that as a kid, I loved this level. Like, I know that some people don't like these Beetles, but I find them just fun. Like, I don't know. I don't know why, because, I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but it is fun. We're past them. So if I would have chose to not get the P block there, it would have been a lot easier. And if I wouldn't have got rid of that block, it would have been a lot easier. Best thing to do, just go ahead and let him hit you. I mean, he's gonna hit you. You can get some extra coins there if you hit that P block. That's about the only thing. You can't get an extra White House or anything like that in that particular level. Those White Houses are only available in certain levels. So that would be the first mushroom house that we hit in the sky. The Spade Game, to which we failed miserably at. Level 6, to which we died. I'm going to find out what the name of that individual was that killed me and show you a way to defeat him in the next level. You can bounce on his head. Little hint, little tip. For retro's sake here, have a great day.